Right. Hello. Good morning. I was only able to get like a few hours of sleep. Was having trouble sleeping today. Of course, I was having trouble sleeping. Definitely a little bit of insomnia, but I'll be okay though because I got some phone calls to make this morning. Good morning. Good morning. I trust that you guys slept well though. All right, let's talk about it, shall we? High Priestess Jamila, I've had the generational hex removal, but my family keeps cursing me. Now, this dynamic is a lot more complicated, and I want to come and speak about that for a second here. Having this happen to you is a lot more complicated because most of the time, generational hexes, when you remove them, okay, and I hope that my stuff is not going out because I'm in my kitchen right now. A generational hex can typically be involving your parents, whatever issues they had going, whether or not it's domestic violence, drugs, alcohol, diseases, health problems that could be started with your grandparents, mental problems. But there are quite a few of you to where your generational hex involves racism, colorism, some other kind of ism, to where you may have a family member or a few family members that are against you, jealous of you. Hold on. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you may have a situation to where you may have a family dynamic that is so dysfunctional. This is like next level, uh, spiritual problems that people can have because a lot of times my people that I do the Gen Hex removers for, um, they go on. Okay. You get the Gen Hex remover, you unblock your money, you unblock your love, you unblock your everything, and then you just move on. But some of y'all have family members that are actively trying to either sacrifice you or they just don't like you. It may not even have anything to do with that. They may be jealous of you for some reason. Okay. And some of y'all may have a family member that keeps going and getting work done on you. Okay. That's what we're gonna talk about today. What do I do? At that point, that's completely separate from a Gen Hex remover. Okay. Your generational hex remover is not going to fix that necessarily. Okay. Like I said, when you think about how much can be blocked from you when you're dealing with the emotional attacks, the spiritual attacks, the narcissistic attacks. I mean, when you think about that, when you think about all of the things, all of the blockages, all of the games, all of the put downs, all of the embarrassment, all of the lies, okay? Those things can make you feel blocked or crossed all the time. Like, and I see that there, I noticed that for a lot of us, including me, that it's always on and popping. They just always, somebody in the family feels this way. Somebody in the family feels that way. Especially if you black, then you got to deal with racism and colorism, and then also genocidal sociopaths. Okay. So, how do you deal with that? What do you do? Well, first of all, you have to protect yourself because all of those things are an example of the evil eye. So, you have to protect yourself and you do have to cleanse yourself. But what I can tell you is that if it's covert attacks to where there's someone in the family doing work on you, you have to find out who it is. Everybody always has their suspicions. Everybody. Okay. What you have to do is bind that person from doing any harm to you. It's not a requirement of their life to attack you. It's not going to make them more happy or feel better, not ever. They're just sort of being petty and ridiculous. You have to bind them from doing any harm to you. Simple bindings work. Now, if they went to somebody to get a hex put on you, then you need to do a hex remover. You need to do a reversal. Because some family members, and you know how they say family will do you worse than anybody. That is the truth. Yes, it is. They always scheming and plotting, especially if they jealous of you. It could be jealousy based upon whatever. I remember my grandmother telling me about how, she's dealt with people that were jealous of her. And people rightfully so had a reason to be jealous of my grandmother because she was very beautiful, she was very successful, and she felt good about herself. Sometimes people can make you feel as though there's no way out. They feel like this is what you're going to deal with. But here's what I can tell you. This is coming from the bad family members being in contact with people, setting up things like some weird Truman show. And so it kind of feels as though it's a repeating cycle in your life when it's really just a con game and a put on. First of all, do not ever get upset about what they fake asses do. If you do get upset, then you probably need to listen to some healing frequencies. Do some healing on yourself. Okay? Do healing on yourself. Um, Another thing that you need to do again is bind those people. Do a binding. Okay? Because what they are trying to do is pretty much ruin your life, ruin your heart, ruin your health. You know how they say, oh, heart disease runs in our family, but then they all go and degrade each other and dog each other out. No, heart disease is not run in the family. Y'all are creating the heart disease. You're creating the disease and the sickness and the depression and the anxiety. They're creating it for whatever selfish, disgusting reason that they have. And I'm going to tell you straight the fuck up, curse they asses. Removing a generational hex remover from yourself is different from having rivals and evil people in your family doing shit to you. Very, very different. Another thing that you want to do is disappear on their asses, ghost them completely. You know why? Because for them to, have you ever seen? I know this one lady was telling me that her family was calling up to her job trying to get her fired, and did get her fired. She lost her house, she lost her car, she lost everything because of this. You don't forgive your family members for doing shit like that. That's serious. You don't forgive family members for abusing your children. these things are causing problems and issues in your life, you don't just go and forgive them. When I speak about forgiveness, I'm speaking about, petty shit that has no power. For me, it's very, very easy for me to forgive because I run my own fucking business. Don't nobody else run shit. So I can say and do whatever I want. But a lot of y'all that have these jobs and family members be calling up to the job acting a goddamn fool, you know, uh, slipping you Mickey so that you can't get up and go to work the next day. Y'all need to ghost those people completely. Stop talking to them. Don't ever go back. Once you found out that, you've got several family members with a conspiracy against you, you say the fucking hell with you. If they have beat you down or used others to beat you down for years, that is because you ain't really had no cleanse. See, I've been cleansing myself for 6 years. Okay. So somebody come up to me with that crap, come for me, it's on and popping. Y'all have got to start fighting back. Stop allowing your fucked up family members to fucking bully you. The reason why they're able to bully you is probably because they are using some form of witchcraft, including Christianity. You don't lay down and become subservient to anything like that ever. Okay. So many of you guys, it's not just about a generational hex remover. You may just be getting bullied by your family members for whatever reason. I've heard many, many stories. I've heard about dark-skinned people being bullied by the light-skinned people in their family, especially Black families. I've heard of light-skinned people being bullied by the dark-skinned people. I've heard of rich people being bullied by poor people being bullied by the rich people. Listen, fuck all that shit. Use magic on their asses. Okay. And you know what? If they continue, curse their asses. It's not going to curse you. I would curse any family member. If I found out, and let me tell you something, if any one of my family members were doing work on me or attacking me in any kind of way, I would curse the entire fuck out of them. And I wouldn't give a shit. This is the reason why so many generations of Black people and children getting killed and lost and raped, because people don't know how to fucking fight back. I wouldn't care who it was. Father, mother, grandpa, cousin, sister. I don't give a damn who you are. You gonna get that work, bitch. And y'all better fucking know it. Y'all better start fighting back. Stop being punks. Stop being subservient to that crap. They're going to ruin your life. They're going to ruin your health. And then to say, oh, well, this reality is messed up and I just got to give up the flesh because that's what the Bible said. They're going to go and snicker behind your stupid back because you're weak. Oh, well, this world ain't no good anyway. I don't really like, oh, I was born Black. Oh, fuck life. Oh, I was born white. Oh, fuck life. Oh. Look, go find your corner of the world and be happy and do work on them motherfuckers. Please stop it. Please. I'm going to tell you something. Your children are depending on you to do that there. Okay? You can't be weak for your family members. There's a lot of mothers that degraded and dogged out their families out of their children out of fear of family members. Oh, your child is illegitimate. Oh, your child went and talked about how crazy and psychotic you are. Oh, we've got to shun this person because they talk too much. You know what you say to them? I'm shunning your ass because you stalk. Hey, let me tell y'all something. A lot of would be very, very sad in that situation. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't give 5 fucks about nothing. And I do work on it. And if they doing things to harm your children, then eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Y'all got to quit being punks for these people in your family. They ain't no damn body. Hell, I'm a little woman, 5'4", light skin. You know how it is with light skin folk in the black community. Boy, they want to bully the fuck out of. I would fight them tooth and nail. You understand me? I'm talking to all of y'all. If you're a dark skinned person that is being bullied by a light skinned family, ain't it? Same thing is what I'm telling you. You know High Priestess Jamila gonna bring for real. I wish the hell I would have that kind of crap going on and family members still acting a damn fool in the middle of a damn pandemic. They acting a fool. I would bust their asses with some curses. I would blast their asses with some curses. Okay? Y'all have got to stop being punks. I hear about y'all on the news all the time. You know, and I be seeing people talk about how people got killed in their family, and they'll be on the news crying at the funeral and stuff. Oh Lord, why'd you have to take her? Oh God. And I can see right through those people. They just want attention. Sometimes your family members will fucking kill you and make you sick for attention. It's like a Munchausen syndrome or something. You know, it's crazy. They crazy, y'all. Don't let them do that to you. Okay, God is talking to y'all right now. Fuck that. You not they damn sacrifice. Why should you be their sacrifice? For what? They obsessed with it. Then they'll go, oh, Jesus. Jesus told you to try to sacrifice your own family members? That's what Jesus told you? This is one of the reasons why I'm real careful about religious people too. Now, I'm not saying all religious people are like that, but some of y'all got some fucked up families. You know, folk be getting killed, dying, raped, all in the family. And people just, you know, because y'all know that incest breeds poverty. That's what incest breeds. Poverty and sickness and prostitution and all that nasty, disgusting stuff. Y'all got to break the mold. You got to break up out of that. Okay. And if you come from a dysfunctional family, don't just accept that as life. Oh, well, this is just life. It is. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was just life. Okay. And there's a great support system for you. It is, trust me. I know it may not look like that. I know that when y'all see clearly what I go through, a lot of y'all probably thinking, oh God, she don't have a support system. Oh, trust me, I've got a support system. Okay. It's called the spiritual support system. Oh, I want to make her so sad that she's going to try to commit suicide. Oh, I want her to die. Oh, I don't like her. Oh, especially those of y'all that are gorgeous and beautiful, which all of y'all are, but a lot of your family members will look at you and go, why am I aging like spoiled milk and she ain't aged a bit? I want that bitch to die. They be at church wishing death on you, trying to justify it because you a witch, especially you witches out there, my witches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't you don't relent and go along with them. You don't do that. No, you fight. Unfortunately, a lot of y'all come from messed up families like that. All families ain't good. You know, every family has their secrets, but when it's an active plight against you, there's a problem. Gotta do something about that. What are you gonna do? Well, you reverse the stuff that they do, you take back your power, and then you curse they asses. That's exactly what they deserve. A lot of y'all will give y'all family a pass just because they family, while you being, y'all be having all kind of money problems and shit, behind on your mortgage, behind on your rent, and your family still acting a fool, just going nuts, just cut they asses off. Cut they asses off, meet you a nice a supportive partner, and move beyond that crap. Shit, some of these narcissistic mothers, hell, I would expect to get cursed treating my children that way. What the hell do you expect? I wish I would. No, never. Y'all got to get it together. A lot of y'all are just and then y'all say slavery still exists. Yeah, you the slave. Your mind is, are you under mind control? And they got such ridiculous things that, little school age kindergarten sandbox crap that would not upset you. But it's upsetting because you're tired of living that plastic life. Like, they little stupid shit like, oh, check me out. I've got bigger titties than you, or hey, check this out. I've got this, and that. Ooh, look at me. And I guess those things are supposed to fucking trigger you or something. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a damn about that crap no more. They always doing the setup. They always doing the food. You know what I'm saying? I know that for me, it was all about comparing me to slutty women. So I was always compared to slutty women for some reason. And then also comparing me to light skinned people, dark skinned people, and white people was always just this. And I said, oh God, I gotta get away from here. I gotta get in nature. So that's why I came to Georgia, because Georgia is the closest you're gonna ever get to nature for real. Well, you get the forest and stuff that are here. It's a beautiful place to live. And when you think about somebody taking it to their grave, that they want to ruin your life, oh, I don't want to see you happy. I wouldn't, a lot of people would probably be seriously disturbed. Look, let me tell you the truth about the situation. You're dealing with the fucking zombie apocalypse, people. They have given us plenty of indication. I'm going to tell you something. It was very, very scary. Thank God this didn't really happen in full spectrum, but I had a dream that my whole family turned into zombies and was chasing me. This was years ago. I'd have a recurring dream about it. Um, the zombie apocalypse, where your loved ones have turned into zombies and they're constantly attacking you, constantly trying to eat your brain, constantly trying to get you to eat yourself, constantly attacking your children, constantly doing things. Okay. Now in the zombie movies, nobody takes pity up on the zombie. You just have to kind of let them go. That's real talk. You gonna have to blast their asses so that you'll live, you and your children. It's the reality of it. You're gonna have to, and we talking about spiritually. See, all of the zombie movies and what we're having right now with the Toyota Corolla virus, all of this is spiritual. All of it is based upon spiritual and spirituality. Okay, those are just big facts. That's just like if you got very, very long hair and you got a cousin with very, very short hair and she hates you because of it. You got long, like your own hair, just long, and your cousin is like, "Oh, I can't stand that heifer, all that long hair. I ain't got no long hair." And she'll go to a fucking spiritualist and be like, "See, I don't like this bitch. She got long hair. I want her hair to fall out. I want her looks to go. I want her husband to leave her. I just want the bitch to die." So we got a lot of people doing shit like that, okay? We got a lot of people that are fucked up like that. And a lot of y'all that get fucked up, y'all be wondering, "Well, how the fuck I get fucked up?" You wouldn't believe this. People that's jealous of what you have. And then all y'all want to do is have Christmas dinner with these fucking people so that you can show off that you got an 80-inch TV. I'd rather not and be with my family, my children, my husband, and have an intimate time in front of the fireplace watching my 80-inch TV. But see, a lot of people, they just don't get it. They wrapped up in that. Oh, we got to compete. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to argue about the same goddamn thing we've been arguing about for 30 damn years. Some people don't want all that. That's where your health problems is coming from. They always worrying the hell out of you. It ain't never no good news. Why it ain't never no good news? Why is always bad news? Why can't they ever call you and tell you something good? Tell me something good. I don't want to hear nobody tell me nothing bad all the damn time. You got to understand how important this is. A lot of y'all are out there and y'all messed up because of the people that are sitting right next to you, the people that are closest to you. And why don't you care? Will you feel like you're not strong enough to fight them or something spiritually? Like were you not convinced of what I told y'all about this? Like I'm living proof of it. Still got a few little kinks to iron out. But other than that, I overcame everything. Y'all got bullies in y'all family. Y'all got people that's trying to set you up. Y'all got all kind of stuff going on, man. That's why a lot of families can't get together and start a business because everybody always want to, they all got the Nino Brown effect. Remember when his little brother told him, he said, "You didn't build this shit by yourself," even though we talking about a drug empire, which, but he was right. Nino Brown he wanted all of the damn praise, even though he had all these people working for him. He wanted to take all the damn credit. And he did end up taking the credit because he died at the end of the movie. He got shot by the old man. Okay. And they got fucked up spirits in them. And you got to protect yourself spiritually. Some of y'all got to change your damn name and social security number. Because, see, they can always find you because they got your damn social security number. Did y'all know that legally you can change your social security number? A lot of people do it. Especially Black people. They leave this country. I thoroughly believe that Tupac is alive and well and living in another country. Different identity, different social security number, everything. I salute the brother for real. I don't believe Tupac is dead. I think that a lot of people fake their death, especially if they had enough money to do it. You can pull that off because all you got to do is pay people off, pay off a coroner, just pay a bunch of people off and I'm dead. Bye. I'm dead. I ain't here no more, man. They mention your name. You be like, "God damn it, them people must be talking about me and shit, trying to conjure your spirit and shit. You ain't even dead." You know, some of y'all got narcissistic mothers and fathers that got your social security number, fucked up your credit. Y'all can change your social security number and have a clean slate. Because you know, credit is everything. And you know, they'll purposely try to mess up your credit. Sell your information to the dark web, give all out your information. You know what I'm saying? Giving out your social security number to any and everybody. It's disgusting. Especially if your mama is messed up. Got to get it together. You got to take your life back. Your life belongs to you, not them. Some people, like I've never heard of this before. I raised you and fed you, so that means that I have the right to control you forever. Um, no, no, they don't. Okay. You know, you can appreciate what they did, but you know what I'm saying? So some of y'all got Stockholm syndrome with your family, with your mothers and your fathers. Oh, I don't think I want you to do that. So, oh, well, if you do it, I'm going to act a fool. Oh, well, I'm going to do this and do that, and I ain't going to never stop. Oh, they'll stop. Trust me. This is a very, very powerful time for you guys to change things in your life that you want changed. And see, I only experienced it for a few years. Some of y'all experienced it your whole life. And, you know, I thoroughly believe that prior to my own mother passing away, I felt like she wasn't there anymore. But the mother that raised me gave me everything I needed. So some of y'all, unfortunately, had parents that checked the fuck out. But some of y'all had parents that raised you in narcissistic abuse and generational programming. Absolutely. They did. They raised you that way. And, you know, my mother did subtle things, but not what I've seen some people. I've heard horror stories. Oh, God, my heart goes out to y'all. I've seen the horror stories that has happened to people. You have to fight back. You can fight back. A lot of people don't think that they can. They like, oh, this is just life. Why do you think they've up? Because the Bible said so, and God and Jesus, and they done programmed the fuck out of you. Especially those of you that were raised Jehovah's Witness. Wow. Okay, excuse me. Okay, and see that shit right there. I'm gonna tell you something. The Most High is saying to you, what the hell are you doing? Well, these is my family. They are. They were just plotting against you just the other day. Really? Yeah, trying to make sure that you die or get sick or something crazy. These are big facts, man. You know, it's the hard truth that many people need to hear. Stop being foolish. Stop being martyrs and sacrifices. You're under mind control. You're afraid of those people because they told you to be afraid. Now, if they got some shit on you, then you might be fucked. You know, honestly, I'm going to tell you something. Whether or not they have something on you or not does not matter. The whole point of it is that you should still fight the good fight. I'm talking about those of you that have horrible, narcissistic, jealous, evil, conniving brothers, sisters, aunts and uncles, mamas and daddies, grandpa, grandfathers, grandma and grandpas. That's what I'm talking about. right now. Now, I love to fight the good fight for y'all. That's something that I do for a living. So anytime y'all need to contact me, y'all know that I'm always here, and it is confidential. Because God wants you to know that you can break the mold. See, things have changed a whole lot. Okay. See, God, or either man and how man sees God, is two different things. But if when you have things like that going on, because traditionally, well, I will tell you that, we as a society, we've seen a lot of very barbaric things that have happened. There is nothing worse than somebody trying to control how somebody sees you, your situation. They trying to control how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. You got to do something about that. Okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to pass that shit down to your children, no matter what it is that you do. Because you think they're not working on your kids too? Oh, you thought that they just hated you secretly but loved your children? No. Um, in fact, if you die, they'll go to your funeral and only pretend to cry for you because they just want attention. Especially when you see famous people and stuff, not all of them, but you see people, they be crying and upset and all upset, and it's a good acting moment. Like, ooh, I get to act. Ooh, is anybody convinced? Anybody convinced? Because everybody's acting, but they're not actually living or feeling and loving. So a lot of fucked up plastic people in this world. And your family members is one of them. You want to live a real life. You want to live a long, happy life, to where you feel good. You don't wake up every damn day with your heart heavy. You don't want to live like that, do you? No, you don't. Because all of y'all woke up with heavy hearts yesterday. I felt it. I felt it. It was heavy heartedness, sadness, and anger, and all that stuff. Gotta let that stuff go. I want her to feel bad because of this. I want him to feel bad because of that. Oh, I see that he got this, and that. Oh, I see that she doing this, and that. Oh, it's time to go into attack mode. Oh, what are we gonna do? You gonna get your ass cursed. That's what you need to tell them. And then, oh, I don't like that witchcraft. Why? Because you know that we can do something about you. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to Pastor. Go talk to Pastor and have him give me a call. Because that's first thing they do. They want to go talk to Pastor. Oh, I got to call and talk to Pastor real quick. Okay. Let me talk to Pastor about her. She's a real problem. Okay, then they'll go and lie to Pastor. We didn't do nothing. We ain't did nothing. That's what they love saying that, don't they? We ain't even do nothing. As if, I'm guessing that maybe the demon takes over and maybe they just don't remember what the hell they've done or said. Okay, another thing that I want y'all to do, those of you that are dealing with that with heavy hearts, go outside and walk barefoot on that grass. Ask Mother Earth to pull all of that out of your body. Okay? Because they want to put things on your heart. That's one of the reasons why they mess with your love life. Messing with somebody's love life can be extremely dangerous. Oh, you could kill somebody. People have died of broken hearts. People have died of broken hearts before. You put so much pressure on a person's heart, it could just fucking explode. And in the world we live in, damn, you need lots of alcohol and wine. That's why a lot of people have alcohol codependencies, because alcohol relaxes the heart. Okay, that's if you drinking some red wine and you consecrated it. Otherwise, this is when you start getting the heart disease that kicks in. Hey Angela, how you doing? Kisses to you too. Those X's are kisses, ain't they? And so, I mean, it just is what it is. Technically, especially with a lot of brown people, um, they tend to huddle. Families of black people tend to huddle. When in reality, everybody is supposed to grow up and they supposed to go all off and move all off and be with their mate. And then, you talk to family every now and then, you send them a postcard. They ain't supposed to be all up in your face, hey, how you doing? All up in your face and stuff, especially your cousins. You a cousin. You're not my sister. You're just my cousin. Go live your life, cousin. That's it. I mean, seriously. And you know what you should tell them? Because they'll say, oh, well, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm working on my love life. And they already know what the deal is. Oh, really? What's going on with that? Oh, I'm just working on my love life. That's where I'm putting my focus into. Well, thank you for the kisses. Thank you. It's just the reality of what I'm saying, though. And then a lot of people will say, oh, well, and especially in black families, you wonder why, a lot of black relationships don't work out. Because you got, your cousins and then sometimes even your mama is after your man. And it's embarrassing, it's disgusting. And you just want to go all off and just change your name and your identity and just live. Good Lord. And people always want to know about your family too, don't they? You know what you say to them? They're in another country or something. Say, hey, my family's in another country. Something, you know, because people want to know where you came from, but where you came from don't necessarily mean who you are, right? It doesn't. So they see your family members acting all stupid. They be like, "Oh God," and they'll judge you. It's just the reality of it, and it's really, really very, very sad that for this to happen to anybody is just absolutely disgusting. You know what it is because you've seen the patterns of it over and over again. Whether or not you are, especially black people, whether or not you are a dark skinned woman or a light skinned woman, we all go through the shit with our family members. We got, if you're light skinned, you got a dark, you got the dark skinned people sometime in your family that hate you. Then if you're dark skinned, you got the light skinned people, and see, this was, what was the name of that movie with Tisha Campbell in it? School Days. Remember when they was doing the jigaboo versus the perm chicks? You just a jigaboo. Remember that movie? That was a very good movie. Oh, you live in the UK? Cool. Cool. Yeah. I think that we really need to stop the whole jigaboo versus I can't think of what they used in the movie. But this is the one thing that is hurting a lot of blacks. Like, God, you stay wrapped up in that the rest of your life, you ain't never gonna have no real life. Oh, you can't just go out in your garden and just, smell the flowers and just relax. You know what I'm saying? Because the rest of the clan is doing crazy stuff. That's why we got to have garlic. You got to cook with that garlic. Seriously. You got to put garlic in your socks and shit. It's very, very good for the body. It helps to remove and pull out toxins because those toxins, they change the way you smell. They can change the way that you look. The way other people perceive you, it's sad, but it's the truth. And see, life is already hard enough. It's already harsh enough to where you're going to go out in the world and have to deal with bullshit. Your own fucking family shouldn't be doing that to you. They deserve to be cursed. Point blank. Point blank, period. Okay. Oh, you used to live in Ireland. Cool. That sounds interesting. You ever live in America? No. Would you want to live in America? No. Oh, God, America, the land of the free and the land of the curses. I would love to be able to leave this country. I would go to Canada, shoot, somewhere other than here, because everybody is all there. A lot of my own community, my own people got Willie Lynch syndrome, colorism, and racism against each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so frustrating because you cannot experience anything real. I just want to experience real life. Like in Jason's lyric, y'all remember the movie with Jada Pinkett in it, when he took her over by the bayou and he washed her feet and they made love in a field of flowers. That is real. This other crap, because all of the people in that movie were beautiful. They were. All of the black people in that movie were beautiful. But, them was the good old days, And we're going to have to banish Willie Lynch off of the black community because it's real bad. It's real bad. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is, Angela. But what about the people though? You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to have neighbors that are about 2 blocks away, just kind of off, but my neighbors are healthy and like they it's just life, Hello, hi, mate. How are you? Don't matter if you black, white, short, tall. This whole thing, it's ugh, you know? Oh, it's so silly. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. It's so silly. And my main struggle has been you're not black enough, but then again, you're not light skinned enough. I'm not light skinned enough. But then again, because I'm light skinned, I look like I'm dead and I look like a corpse because my skin is light and and I'm just, ugly and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's been the main struggle. Like and I know a lot of black people hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of dark skinned black people can say that. But for me, I've always been very accepting, very loving towards all of my people. There is no such thing as light skin privilege. It only exists in Hollywood where people are selling their souls and selling out. What does that have to do with your community? We've got people always in an uproar about famous people, oh, he said that he only liked light skinned women, or he said that he only, you know, it's so hard to live a real life. We already got all of that going on to the and when you see that it's family doing it, it's absolutely disgusting. Exactly. It is the person. It is the person. But you know what? I can honestly say that I have suffered bullying because of that in my family and outside of my family. And I'm just saying, it has been my experience. It has been, of people trying to figure out ways of hating me, and oh well, all light skinned people ain't pretty, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be ugly. Thank you. I'm ugly. Fine. Is that what you needed me to say, that I was ugly? Okay. Why? Why? But why? Does that make me more or less of a human being? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I, I ain't even gonna say that. But a lot of people in the black community have just said, screw it. I'm not trying to deal with no black love. I'm going to a whole other race because, I feel like light skinned people are being pulled back and forth, and then dark skinned people are being pulled back and forth. What if it's just love? What if you just love a person? What if you just love them? It doesn't matter what their skin complexion is. What if you just love them? What's wrong with that? Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Well, my whole thing about it is that I think what the whole thing that we want to focus on here is we want to focus on healing. And there's never going to be any healing as long as people are in denial about it. Um, a lot of you guys, when I look at you, your life was meant to be good. But a lot of you are being bullied so much and hurt and attacked simply for another person's petty difference. It's ridiculous. And I think that when we see that happen, I think that that's when people is winning. I ain't never, ever, ever in my life said that I'm going to be a better woman than another woman just because of whatever reason. You know, never in my life have I done that. I'm too real for that. Like, oh God. And I just don't want to be a part of it, because it's not anything close to joy. It's more so pain and suffering for years and years and years straight at a time, to where, and then you see the dynamic of African American families using white supremacy against each other. That happens too, which is totally, totally disgusting. I mean, for me, what I've seen the pattern of is either you think you cute, you think you all that because of your skin complexion, and dark skinned girls are better, or white girls are better. Like, this has been consistently the pattern over and over again by the same people. It's just over and over again. It just consistent cycle of this, you know? And it's horrible. It's horrible. It has nothing to do with life. It has nothing to do with what anybody needs. It's totally disgusting. If I would have died of a broken heart last year, I'd be out haunting folks. I'd haunt the shit out of them. Because I last year I almost died of a broken heart last year. I'm not even gonna get into detail, but I did. I almost died of a broken heart last year. Your love doesn't count because you're dark skinned, or your love doesn't count because you're light skinned, or some other stupid, petty crap. And then you start to wonder to yourself, is this even real? Am I living in reality? Am I in a goddamn coma somewhere? Eh, eh, You know, uh, It's really a trip. I think if people spent less time comparing themselves to others and more time healing and working on themselves, I think that definitely, I mean, my goodness, it is woosah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Angela. I was very strong, but you know, as a African American black woman, or as a black or an American woman, I'd rather just be able to be a woman than to just be strong. Because I feel that that whole being strong thing, it plays itself out. In fact, sometimes I like to be weak and vulnerable. I like the feeling of being weak and vulnerable because it puts me in a state of calm and relaxation, almost like a little baby sleeping, you know? That's what and when you go through that kind of pain for any amount of time, it does kind of make you want to feel vulnerable and to just get held and to just be taken care of. But it's almost like you don't matter because you're light skinned, and who cares about you? You're not the one that's suffering. That's how I felt. But back to the family stuff, y'all. Oh, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. You know, I am actually a kind person, and I think that when people are chasing you around, calling you ugly, calling you out of your name, telling you a piece of shit, telling you ain't nothing, telling you ain't nobody, telling you that you ain't worthy, that is going to spark your narcissism. Is going to make you stand up and go, wait a minute, why are you bullying me? What the hell did I do to you? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So and then back to what I was talking about when it comes to family. You know, there are a lot of people that can't even tell their family their good news or what their plans are, because then you got people that's, oh, I want to ruin that. I don't want you to make it. I want you to fail at life, and you shouldn't be getting that from your own family. Now, I understand that the United States is a competitive place, but you ain't supposed to be competing with your family members, You ain't supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, hon. Thank you. If I were to find out that anybody in my family was doing something to me, hey, true, just us, 219, hello. If I were to find that out, I would curse their asses. I would. Just saying. Otherwise, you just ain't gonna never get nowhere in life or have nothing. You won't be able to keep or hold on to anything. Now you can do it the nice way and say, you can do some spell work to where you're like, okay, I'm going to be accepted by everybody. I'm going to be loved by everybody. You can do that too. You can try to do that too. But that's a catch 22. Because what the hell is going on with that person anyway that's making them do that? What the hell is the problem? Okay, why they so sick? So if the Gen Hex remover does not remove that situation. You have an ongoing active person that's attacking you in the fam bam. Oh, Pastor need another sacrifice. Pastor gonna get a knuckle sandwich is what he gonna get. Y'all got to start standing up for yourselves. You don't lay down and martyr yourself, because I'm going to tell you something. It's nothing worse when I do a reading on somebody that was killed or murdered and their spirit is just wandering. That's the scary part about being a spirit. A lot of people think that the pearly gates just automatically open up and oh, I'm with God, I'm with Jesus. No, your spirit wanders, especially if you're gone before you're supposed to. Before you're supposed to be gone. Okay, this is the reason why mediums are important, so that they can knock on heaven's door and say, hey, you see this one right here? And what the hell they doing here? See what I'm saying? So it's a lot of, like, a lot of people are confused. So fight back is what you got to do. That's why I was encouraging a lot of you guys to learn witchcraft so that you can start reversing that stuff. Okay. And some of y'all got family members with the ability to put people under possession. Some of y'all family is actively gang stalking you, covertly. Okay. Yes, they do. Hiding behind covert narcissism. Put that work on them. I bet they'd stop eventually. And you can tell because they always got some kind of put on a joke. You can tell your family members that don't love you because they're always joking about something. Ain't they? It's a joke. Or it's some kind of shaming tactic. See, that's how you can tell. If they're joking or doing some kind of shaming tactic, then you know who your enemy is. Now, I'm tired of being attacked in social media because people can't look at their own family members and figure this out. It's just the reality of it. Do you want your kids burying you early and then being raised by these people? You got to be here to protect your children too if you have children. Okay, so don't lay down and take that crap. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I specialize in narcissistic abuse recovery for both narcs and for victims. I specialize in family curse removals, and I also specialize in defensive magic and family wars. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if y'all need me, I'm here. In fact, get a consultation, because they just got y'all convinced that they got y'all phones tapped and all that crap. They ain't got that much power. And so what if they do got your phone tapped? What they gonna do? Get mad? I sense a lot of people mad all the damn time. I don't give a damn. Get mad. You better go somewhere and get glad. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Blessed be to y'all too, and I will see y'all later. Okay, that's my cue. I gotta go. I done got tired now. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy and be safe. Bye-bye.